The first hour of your day sets the tone for everything that follows, whether you plan it or not. Researchers studying high performers keep finding the same quiet pattern. Mornings are protected, not left to chance. None of these habits require waking at dawn or owning a perfect routine. They simply require a little structure before the day takes over. Here are 7 things successful people tend to do before 8 a.m. They avoid their phone for the first few minutes. Reaching for your phone the moment you wake hands your attention straight to someone else's agenda. Successful people tend to delay that first scroll, even by 10 or 15 minutes. That small gap lets your own thoughts settle before notifications, emails, and headlines flood in. Studies on attention link early phone use with higher stress later in the day. A quiet start, even briefly, tends to protect focus for hours afterwards. They plan the day before the day plans them. Rather than reacting to whatever lands in their inbox first, they decide their top priorities in advance. This can be as simple as writing down 3 tasks that actually matter that day. Without this step, most people end up busy, but not necessarily productive. A short plan, even 5 minutes long, creates a clear filter for the hours ahead. It also makes saying no to distractions far easier once the day gets moving. They move their body, even briefly. Exercise does not need to mean an hour-long gym session to make a real difference. A short walk, some stretching, or a few minutes of movement is often enough. Physical activity increases blood flow to the brain, which sharpens focus for the tasks ahead. Many high performers treat this step as non-negotiable, precisely because the payoff shows up almost immediately. Even 5 minutes of movement beats 0, and the habit compounds over time. They eat something that actually fuels them. Skipping breakfast entirely or grabbing something loaded with sugar tends to create an energy crash by mid-morning. Successful people are generally deliberate about what goes into their body early in the day. This does not mean an elaborate meal. It simply means something with real nutritional value. Stable blood sugar supports stable focus, which matters most during the morning's important decisions. A little planning the night before makes this step almost effortless. They avoid checking email first. Diving straight into an inbox hands control of your morning to whoever happens to have emailed you. Successful people often delay email until after their own priorities are already in motion. This protects the mental energy that mornings naturally provide before fatigue and distraction creep in. Email will still be there in an hour, largely unchanged and rarely as urgent as it first appears. Guarding this time is one of the simplest, most repeatable habits available. They review their goals, not just their tasks. A packed task list can keep you busy without ever moving you closer to what actually matters. Successful people often glance at their longer-term goals each morning, even briefly. This keeps daily actions connected to a bigger picture rather than drifting into pure reaction. Without that check-in, weeks can pass filled with activity that leads nowhere meaningful. A short, regular glance upward keeps effort pointed in the right direction. They protect quiet time before the noise starts. Before calls, messages, and meetings begin, many high performers carve out a stretch of genuine quiet. This might mean reading, journaling, or simply sitting with a coffee and their own thoughts. That quiet period often becomes the most creative and clear-headed part of the entire day. Once the noise starts, it rarely stops until evening, so this window matters more than it seems. Protecting it, even briefly, tends to pay off across the whole day. So there you have it. 7 things successful people tend to do before 8 a.m., and none of them require perfection. From guarding your phone to protecting quiet time, small choices early in the day add up fast. Pick just one and try it tomorrow morning. Hit subscribe and help this channel grow. We publish new lists regularly. If there is a particular subject you'd like covered, let us know in the comments below. See you in the next one.